Hey guys, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. Today we are indoors again. It's really cold outside and I figured this would be the time to kind of go through and do some of the indoor activities that we do. We are pretty much mostly outdoor channel, but every once in a while I'd like to try to show some of my hobbies and stuff other than cutting firewood or working around the farm, baling hay, or we haven't done a lot of horse videos yet, but we are planning on having more videos about the horses and all that kind of stuff. But today is about a guitar that I recently acquired. It's a Martin Custom Shop guitar, and it's a D-18 body. It is custom built to be like a replica of a 1935 D-18. So this thing has the forward shifted scalloped bracing in it. It's got what they're calling sinker mahogany for the back and sides, and for the neck block, and the heel block. And what sinker mahogany is actually wood that they have gotten out of Belize, and it's been in the rivers for 100 years or more. And basically what they done 100 years ago, when they would timber an area, they would float those logs down the river. Well, about a third of those logs actually sank to the bottom of the river, and they only got to keep 2/3 of it. So now, after all this time, they're actually going in with like divers and, they've got scuba gear, sonar to detect where logs and stuff are at. And they're going in and getting these logs out, and they've already aged 100+ years. So they're building guitars out of already aged wood. So Martin is building these guitars, for their custom, or through their custom shop. And it's really a cool thing because there's only a limited supply that they're going to be able to dig up out of the river. And but anyways, they do these guitars in several different body shapes. I have chosen to get the D body shape. And like I say, it's replicated basically after a 1935 D-18. And man, does this thing sound good. So I'm using a setup here and recording my audio. And this is probably about the closest I can get to a natural sound for the guitar. I've tried it through different microphones and different cameras and all kinds of different stuff. But I'm actually recording it on this Tascam handy recorder. And this thing seems to do the absolute best at getting the tone out of the guitar. Also, this guitar does have an Adirondack Spruce top. It is a really nice quality wood. And I think the combination between the Adirondack top and the sinker mahogany back and sides is just phenomenal. This thing has an amazingly warm tone, but yet it's still a really balanced tone. And, I haven't played guitar very much over the last few years, and getting this new guitar has really brought that back just because of just the feel and the sound, and, it just kind of comes back, and I'm really enjoying it, and, due to this guitar. So that's one reason I wanted to do the video on it, and why you haven't seen a lot of videos in the past on this channel, because, I used to play music a lot. In fact, I done music for a living. I actually owned a music store, and that was our way of life. That's how I made a living. And some things come up. My dad passed away. We were actually in the business together, and I just didn't want to do the business anymore on my own. So I went off and got a job with the Postal Service, and that's where I've been at. And haven't really played a lot of guitar since then. But I was just really liking this guitar and kind of wanted to do a little demo of it. And I'm just really happy with it. And, it's just great. It's just kind of re-sparked, the interest in music again. So it's pretty awesome. So let me play it a little bit, do a little sound demonstration of it. And hopefully everything will come out good on the recording. If you got a good set of speakers, this should show more on that. You're probably not going to be able to tell on a mobile device, but if you got a set of headphones or a good set of speakers on your computer, you should be able to hear this. very responsive also to the way you play it. If you play this guitar soft, it's just a good, warm, smooth, even tone. And then when you really bear into it, it really projects the sound out there. Now, this is coming off from an opinion of a guy that I play bluegrass music, and that's pretty much it. I can play other stuff or have played other stuff, but what I tend to stick to all the time is pretty much bluegrass music. Somebody that's really into country or more towards contemporary style music or whatever, then they might have a completely different opinion of this guitar. But in my opinion, based on that bluegrass side of things, man, it really does give you a vintage type quality of tone in a brand new guitar. And really, I couldn't be happier with it. Guys, I really just kind of want to do this video to kind of show this guitar. I'm really proud of it. And, you know, kind of, it excites me because it's kind of bringing me back and making me interested in playing music again. And I don't know if it's just, if it would have been any new guitar, I don't think it would. I think it's more of the sound and just the enjoyment of the tonal quality of this guitar. You know, little story, I actually did go to Nashville and see these guitars and play on some of these guitars before I got this one. And actually went to Gruhn Guitars and sat with George Gruhn himself and played on these. He put them in my hands and he's like, here, check these guitars out. I think you'll really like it. And it was pretty cool getting to meet him. I actually met him years and years ago when I was a kid. And now, all these years later, got to meet him again, sit with him, played a little music with him. And it was just a really, really cool time. And it was really awesome that I got to get one of these guitars. So thanks for watching today. And I know this isn't our normal outdoor video, but like I was saying before, I'd like to be able to put a little bit of the music stuff in there because music was such a big part of my life. That's what I've done for a living for 20 some odd years. And so it's kind of, you know, I've been away from it for a little while. And like I say, I'm kind of wanting to put a little bit more back into the channel simply because it was such a big part of my life for so long. And I'm really getting to enjoy this guitar. So if you like videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.